right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Fessenden.
And it is I, Andrew Bolton, and together we are Sheep. Beautiful. I even closed my eyes on that one.
Yeah,
It was very intimate for me.
I hated it.
Okay.
Well, guys, it is Friday.
It is, and my confidence is destroyed.
Great way to start out the weekend, I gotta say.
Yep, I need a drink.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, we made it. It's Friday. It's that promised land.
Mm-hmm. Weekend warriors.
You say that every time. I don't know what that means.
Oh, it just means people that live for the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. They go hard.
So what do they do for the other 5 days?
They just exist.
Oh, that sounds brutal.
It's savage out there.
I guess so. I had no idea. Alrighty, guys. Well, we've got a couple fun stories today to get you through this Friday.
Yeah.
I was going to try to throw an adjective in there. I couldn't think of one. I kept thinking adjective, and then nothing came, and then it said Friday.
Yeah, you forced it too much.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't natural. Didn't
Beautiful.
flow.
Sunny.
Well, maybe,
Yeah.
depending on where they are in the world. Glorious.
That's how good this day is.
Oh.
It's sunny everywhere.
I don't know if that's statistically accurate. All right.
Statistics?
Yeah. All right, nerd. Get out of here. All righty, guys. So we're going to start off with a fun story.
All right.
And then we're going to go into another fun story. And then you know what we're going to end with? Pretty boring one, to be honest with you.
Okay, I kind of like this system today.
Yeah.
I want to see the world burn.
Exactly. Okay. I don't understand. All right. So a Boston high schoolers ride. I'm already screwing up today. So Boston high schoolers ride bus with stripper pole on field trip.
Oh, man. Maybe it's a bus that's trying to kind of get money where it can. So most of the time it's like one of those club buses. But now it's doubling for school trips.
Yeah, they can't. They're not pulling in the same revenue they were before.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Weekend warriors are not out there as much.
Or they're trying to start them young.
Yeah, maybe.
Kids live for the weekends. That's for sure.
That is true. All right, so bada bing, bada bus. A group of Boston high schools took a higher schools. That's a weird way of this. It's not me, okay? It is this story.
That was a weird way of higher schools.
Yeah.
High schoolers.
Yeah, a group of Boston higher schools took a bus with a stripper pole and neon lights on a field trip earlier this month, reports said. The party bus for 11th graders at Brook Charter School was a last resort after another bus fell through amid a national shortage of bus drivers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't just hire a bus driver. He
Well-
has to drive his own bus.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe I feel like it's more of a company basis thing. So probably each school bus system probably has their own little qualifications for it, and if you're not signed out on it yet, you can't drive their buses. I totally made all that up, but it sounds legitimate.
Yeah, it kind of did.
I'm sure they usually have overdone precautions for something
My
like this.
eyes are narrowing. How much do you know about buses? Is this because you're getting Bus Weekly?
No, it's I used to have a bus driver that was really cool. She even pulled out a tooth for me. Would call me her little meatball.
Okay. Wildly inappropriate, it feels like, but okay.
What? Why?
So it's a funny story, but there actually is a real bus shortage, and it speaks to major flaws in our education system. AP Language and Composition teacher Jim Myers wrote in a now-deleted tweet, the website stated. Yeah, apparently parents probably didn't find it that funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going on a school field trip. Where? To the strip club. And so you ladies can warm up. Here's a party bus.
Yeah, 5% of you, this is your future.
You think 5%?
I don't know. Actually, that's what I would guess.
You think 5% of people end up as strippers?
Females.
So 2.5%?
Yeah, I'm really grabbing that from nowhere. I've never even been to a strip club.
So let's say...
So I'd have to see how full the strip clubs are of participants.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're... All right, fair enough. I would say probably I would say there's probably more transgender people than there are strippers.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
We can't both throw out statistics.
I wouldn't say it's probably comparable. It's probably comparable.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I want to say they're not as wanted or needed. I don't think there's much of a call for strippers as there used to be.
No, not with the
Fans
interweb.
only.
Only fans.
Dang it.
What is it with you and your Yoda speak? Not with fans only, would you not?
Yoda's been there.
Yeah.
He's a favorite.
Yeah. Stick it in my... Never mind.
Want to see my lightsaber?
Yeah, there you go. So Myers wrote in a follow-up tweet that he'd gotten a lot of media requests for interviews, but said he felt there was too much attention being paid to the tweet itself and not enough to the systemic issues facing students across the country. Well, yeah, but that's how you bring attention to things nowadays, I feel like.
Yeah, you gotta use media, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate using them.
Yeah, we're trying. Thanks, guys.
So I also think it's important to note that these types of buses are often used to transport high school students, he wrote. Many other teachers have reached out to me saying that their school has also used similar buses, especially for events like prom. Completely different.
Yeah, prom's kind of got that feel for it.
Yeah, I think if they just got rid of this... I mean, it's just the stripper pole, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really scream field trip.
Yeah, plus these kids are getting fatter and fatter, so it's not like... I mean,
It's dangerous.
A little physical activity on the way to might be good for them. Just saying. Pop, lock, and they got stuck in the bottom. They did. So the tweet gave fellow teachers a much-needed laugh, he said. If it's gotten people talking about the overall infrastructure of our education system and the different ways schools are prioritized, then that's good too, he added. Yeah, that's AP teaching for you. That's AP thinking.
Deep thinker.
Yeah,
That one.
AP, advanced placement. And encourage people to attend their next school board meetings or pick up a book about education.
Yeah, they keep talking about education, but it's just bus drivers.
No, I think there's a shortage of everything. Teachers, everything.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, they just don't know when things are going to be shut down again. So they're probably just like, I don't know if I'll have a job if I keep being a bus driver. Maybe I should look for something that I can count on for the whole year.
Well, also, yeah, it's a little bit of that, and people are also just abusing the system.
Yeah, that's how it
it's
goes.
a mixed bag, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the percentage is on there. It's probably comparable. I've been using that word a lot today.
You know what it means, I'm sure.
Indubitably. All right, moving on.
Okay.
All right. So a man tries to storm JetBlue cockpit, attacks attendant, and asks to be shot.
Oh, okay. So he had a goal in mind while he was raising heck or hell.
Oh.
I got there.
Either or.
It didn't have the punch I wanted.
Yeah, I didn't think
but
so.
I was trying to say PG.
It didn't either afterwards.
Aw.
Yeah.
I thought I redeemed it.
Kind of.
Right.
Yeah. So a passenger aboard a JetBlue flight from Boston to Puerto Rico tried to storm the cockpit before choking a flight attendant and shouted at the pilot in Arabic and Spanish to shoot him, officials said.
Doesn't he know they just duct tape people nowadays?
Yeah. Did you think he... I don't know why you would switch between Spanish and Arabic. I would just have stuck with Arabic on a flight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's probably got the highest chance of making people just feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. You know, really dig into that.
But on the other hand, I feel like Spanish is a more recognizable language.
Yeah, it's more spoken, I would say.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, these people aren't understanding me.
Yeah, that's true. So Flight 261 was about an hour from San Juan late Wednesday when Khalil Eldar became enraged after a phone call he tried to make was unsuccessful, according to an FBI affidavit obtained by ABC News.
That's all it takes nowadays. I feel like people are incensed easier and easier.
Well, I mean, depends on what that phone call was. And it didn't work, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like maybe it didn't go off to his his bomb and luggage.
Okay, all right.
Well, just saying.
They're gonna find it. Shoot me now.
Yeah, kind of. He didn't have a plan B. I still want my virgins. So some 25 minutes later, he pulled himself out of his seat and rushed towards the flight deck, yelling to be shot in Spanish, the document says.
Yeah, I don't know if there would be, because you have to have an air marshal on board to have a chance of a gun.
I have no idea.
I'm just saying pilots probably don't carry them. Stewardesses, less so.
Everything I know from planes, I've learned from blockbuster movies.
I was going to say the movie Planes.
Even worse. At least mine.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. What's your vector, Victor?
You have Clarence.
Yeah, that was your favorite movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So he then allegedly yelled again for the pilot to shoot him. Come on, shoot me, kill me, do it now.
Oh, Arnold.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, like, can we have an autograph?
Yeah. So while Eldar was yelling, he was still holding the JetBlue flight attendant by their tie. This resulted in the tie tightening and ultimately prevented the JetBlue FA from breathing.
Gotta get those clip-ons.
Yeah.
I would assume a flight attendant would have a clip-on for some reason.
No, they're way too professional.
Yeah. Some of them are. A lot of them take pride in their job.
A lot of them take pride, but others...
I wouldn't. I would want the quick and easy.
The quick and easy?
Yeah. Clip, declip, clip, declip.
Oh, wow.
That was how fast it was.
I think we need a new sponsor.
While we were talking, I already clipped it back on.
Well, that's amazing. So the flight attendant managed to break loose from the man and prevented him from reaching the cockpit. But the struggle continued until 6 or 7 crew members finally immobilized Eldar using makeshift restraints, including the flight attendant's tie. A little poetic justice.
Yeah, I would say so.
A little poetic justice.
Come on, give me duct tape.
And that's why you didn't want the clip on. You couldn't have clipped that guy into place.
No, that's true. You're right.
Using bobby pins? No.
I was like, what for?
Yeah, how could they have done that? Which they wrapped around his ankles, and seatbelt extenders they used around his torso, the document says. Yeah, no duct tape, surprisingly enough.
We keep hearing about them getting, or restraining people with duct tape.
No, we only use that on American citizens.
Oh.
The duct tape is specifically for unruly Americans. Yeah.
I think you would have, like, its counterpart of scotch.
For the Scottish. Yeah. So Eldar, who was restrained with flex cuffs, was then tied to a seat in the back of the plane for the rest of the flight. They just kept flying?
I would. Especially if you're majority of the way there. It's kind of like that stupid blonde joke where the ship's sinking. What does the blonde do? She swims halfway across the ocean, gets tired, swims all the way back.
Is that the stupid... Oh, okay.
You might as well make it all the way there.
I never knew that they could swim halfway across the ocean. Apparently, they're great swimmers.
Well, it was more of like the ship was sinking and there was land. They swam halfway there. And they're like, oh, no. And they swam halfway back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you wouldn't have passed.
No.
Turns out you're a Bond.
So another flight attendant told authorities that the passenger demanded in Spanish and Arabic to be shot and killed, and that at one point he yelled, Allah! That would usually do it. I'm surprised.
It just shows people are trying to make progress with their stereotypes. I think.
You think so?
That's how I want to look at it.
You think he should have yelled Trump?
Ooh, that would have gotten him.
Yeah.
Everyone whips out a gun.
Yeah, you mother.
Even a baby.
Yeah. So Eldar faces felony charges for interfering with a flight crew, Special Agent William Lopez of the FBI San Juan Division said in the affidavit. All right. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
You know, you hear planes, you think bombs, right? Sometimes when you're thinking of an attack like that.
If I'm thinking in an attack perspective, yeah, I would think they were using the plane as a bomb, actually.
Okay, well, I have nothing for that. So I was just making a comparison.
I don't want to hear the story then.
Okay, man tried to bomb phone stores to prevent the spread of what?
Word.
Word?
Yeah, like maybe there was a rumor. There's a rumor he was trying to keep down. I guess COVID. That's the thing that we're worried about spreading.
So he's making it so you can't communicate long distance anymore. You have to do it face to face to prevent the spread of COVID.
Maybe he wants people to socialize better.
Okay. All right.
He's obviously an extremist, and they have extremist thoughts.
Okay. Porn was the answer we were looking for.
Oh, come on. How was I going to get that?
I don't know. Use your cell phone correctly. All right, so a Michigan man is accused of placing pipe bombs outside of cell phone stores as part of a crusade to halt telecommunications containing immoral content, like porn and cursing, court documents show.
Well, that's definitely going to stop it all.
Yeah, this guy's batshit.
Has he heard of the internet yet?
I don't think so. No. Landlines? I guess you can't spread porn through a landline.
Maybe he was just worried about his friends in his immediate vicinity. It was a hard word for me.
Vicinity? Yeah. That's okay. So John Douglas Allen, 75, was charged with extortion and attempted destruction of interstate commerce buildings, the Fed state in a press release Tuesday. Allen was allegedly caught on camera placing homemade explosive packages outside an AT&T store in Salt Stevenson's, Marie, and a Verizon store in Sheboygan last week, according to officials.
Man, oh man. So he's just dropping packages everywhere?
I guess so.
How would you get away with dropping a package close to a building without someone being like, either they want to steal it, because you know like how the Amazon packages are always stolen. Someone's going to be curious about that package, in other words. How would you get away with it?
I would disguise it as a power box or an old AC unit.
Oh, yeah, nobody wants those.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. People would be like, why'd they leave their trash here? And it turns out bomb.
It's too heavy to lift.
Yeah, it's a bomb.
It's too much to deal with.
Yeah, only the chosen one can lift those. Like Thor and Mjolnir. So the alleged would-be vigilante then left threatening letters placed inside a polka dot envelopes. You know, that you wouldn't expect polka dot.
No, that seems very nice.
No wonder. He's very... See, this is the problem. He's very,
crafty.
No, he's just very... he's a friendly guy. He likes polka dots, doesn't like porn or cursing.
Yeah, it seems like passive-aggressive on the more aggressive side.
Yes. So
Thank you for reading my letter.
Yeah. You can't miss it. So at cell towers in the state's Upper Peninsula, prosecutors said the letters, which had a return address of the Coalition for Moral Telecommunication, CMT, demanded that the software be updated to stop the spread of porn and vulgarity, according to an affidavit. The non-virtuous villain threatened to travel across the country, destroying cell phone towers, but he said he also had his price, according to the allegation.
His price? Like he wanted to be paid?
Yeah.
To not do it?
Yeah.
I feel like his morals are askew in that one.
Yeah. Well, I found the letter.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. All right, let's hear what this vigilante has to say.
So, Coalition for More... I'll try to use my most diabolical polka dot voice.
Okay, I was about to say, make sure to include those polka dots.
Yeah, of course. Coalition for Moral Telecommunication, CMT in parentheses, to AT&T, Verizon, and all other carriers. You got to feel crappy if you're not even listed.
Right.
like Sprint's over here like, what the hell? You know, jeez, we can't even make it on the letter heading?
It's because he saw so many of those commercials with AT&T and
And
Verizon facing each other off.
Yeah, that's you got to feel bad for Sprint. I guess you guys are AT&T and Verizon.
Raising the bar.
Yeah.
You remember those?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
All right. So I got to get back in character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pipe bomber with polka dots.
That likes polka dots.
Yeah.
Probably bows. Probably
Bows?
sews their own stuffed animals.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we are almost 30 strong. We are prepared to travel throughout this country and begin destroying inner-city tower communications unless the following is followed. I wouldn't have used the same word twice, like that quickly.
Yeah, very repetitive.
Yeah, it just makes you seem a little...
Really lost me there.
Yeah, it lost some of its oomph. I'm stuck on follow. I'm going, following is follow. What an idiot. Number 1. All telecommunication containing immoral content must be stopped. This includes cursing, the transmission of pornography, and all manner of indecent communication. Like sexting, you think?
Probably.
That's pretty indecent communication.
Yeah, he likes to set a little blanket statement for everything he's including.
This guy's trying to stop sexting? Man.
Everything's sex.
Yeah, that's true. Everything's sex.
Yeah. So he's probably
What about that 8 = capital D?
Oh, most definitely. He's probably
my
gonna get it
God.
removed from calculators.
The purple squat or the cucumber and the
Oh, you're talking about cell phones. Yeah, that too.
the emoji of the what are those damn things called? The purple
Oh, yeah, eggplant.
eggplant?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna get rid of that?
Probably.
Oh my God.
I can't think of any other reason I would ever use an eggplant.
Except for dinner time, you psychopath.
We never do that.
Okay.
I don't know. Eggplant's just one of those things. I think you really have to know how to make it.
Yeah, eggplant parmesan.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to use it. So as software... Oh, hang on. I'm back in character.
Mm-hmm.
As software must be developed, you are therefore given 6 months to comply with this demand.
Oh, 6 months. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, I would say so.
You can give him plenty of time to find him.
Mm-hmm. So 2, also, parentheses, within 180 days, parentheses, you will be given instructions as to how and where you will pay us $5 million to cease and desist. Sorry, I had to flip to the next page.
This guy's hilarious.
Yeah. You may, if you like, fight this. Go to the police, FBI, or any government agency. Understand this.
I hope he's living like V for Vendetta. Just somewhere holed up. And he's just got all his art. Except I guess it can't be anything from the Greek period because that's all pretty sexualized. Unless he gets the statues that had their appendage removed.
And then the leaf put over it.
Yeah, he'd like those ones.
Yeah.
He'd probably put clothes on them too.
Okay, you're really inside this guy's psyche all of a sudden. Okay, hang on. The letter's almost done. Okay. Understand this. If one of our people is arrested, now or in the future, your problems will begin. Our reach is in 27 states thus far. After any arrest, the price will go up 100 times. Any doubts?
Wow.
Test us. CMT 5101520TG.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's got since there's 30 people and they're all in 27 states. A couple have doubled up.
Yeah, I would say a couple are probably married.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm not surprised that majority of them are not, though, based on this.
What are you talking about? You'd be married and hate sex?
No, it's not that they hate sex. They hate...
That's right, porn.
Yeah. It's like one of them probably... And it seems weird that it's just over telecommunication lines. I guess you start off small. You can't just go after all of porn.
I don't know. This guy's acting like he has the end-all, be-all. Goes up 100 times.
Test us. Test us.
Take one of ours, we'll know.
Follow the following.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Also.
He does not know how to make a list.
An amendment to the first rule. All right. So if any of them get arrested, it goes up to 500 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would actually hope for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on it now.
Yeah, maybe like you don't like Fred, who's a part of the group.
He was single anyways.
And then you just kind of give a little bait to the cops.
What if he gets arrested and then they send the next letter? We have 29 people. And we are in 26 states. Yeah.
I guess you'll know. They still say 27.
Yeah, we'll find out.
You got one of the double ups.
Yeah, we're waiting for the next letter with bated breath, my friends.
I hope they changed it up. Not just polka dots this time. Maybe plaid.
Yeah, plaid would be fun.
Stripes.
Stripes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe fleur-de-lis everywhere. I mean, that
Ooh,
seems a
that's
little too
fancy.
racy. That's a little racy for them. I don't know.
Well, that's when they're probably going to send out the 500,000 one.
500 million.
Million.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. That's after they get paid the upgraded fleur-de-lis.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, moving on.
Okie dokie.
All right. So, an 11-year-old pistol whips driver helps mom in carjacking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that carjacker must not have done a good job to get his gun stolen by the 11-year-old.
Oh, was that what you think this happened?
I think so. I mean, why else? If there's a carjacker, you assume he's the one with the gun, not the mom who got carjacked.
I think you... Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
So, a boy estimated to be 11 years old pistol whipped a driver as he helped his mom commit a carjacking.
What?
In St. Louis on Tuesday,
Oh
cops
my
said.
gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, does she think? I guess that's a fair statement. I won't spoil it.
Oh, I never thought it was the mom and the kid.
Yeah, I used to love bringing your kid to work day. It was a good day.
Yeah. Turns out he's starting in the family business young.
Yeah, well, that new Sopranos movie's coming out. Makes sense. She's probably very committed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the mom and son duo made off with a 2017 Nissan Rogue after they forced its stunned 48-year-old driver out of his SUV. KMOV TV reported.
I would be pretty stunned. Yeah. To be beaten up by an 11-year-old kid.
I'd be pretty ashamed of myself.
Honestly, I think it's because he was probably sitting down in the car, or at least levering himself to get into the seat or out of the seat. That's how the kid was able to reach him.
Yeah, but it's an SUV. That's still a pretty...
Oh, yeah. I don't know what a Rogue is.
No, it's a... Well, yeah. So it's a... Yeah, so it's an SUV. So, I mean, I guess maybe if he's a big 11-year-old...
They do grow pretty big nowadays. Like some of them have mustaches in elementary school.
Yes, that is true.
It's McDonald's. All those hormones.
It probably is, to be honest with you. But, I'd still be embarrassed to get pistol whipped by an 11-year-old.
That'd be so painful, too.
Not by an 11-year-old.
No, I think so. Because I think it's just the... how the pistol is kind of shaped in general that would make it pretty painful. Because I figure it's a swinging forward motion, probably a little bit down or to the side. And you've got this trajectory with this good 3 inches ahead of your hand. And you just kind of carry through like that through the face.
Yeah. I guess I would be more nervous with an 11-year-old having a gun. Just because I'd be like, he has no idea what he's doing.
I don't even know if the safety's on.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fair. Anyways, he's going to be made fun of for the rest of his life.
Yeah, probably.
So the victim, who wasn't identified, oh, thank you, was filling up his vehicle at a gas station near Grand Avenue and Osceola Street in the city, KSDK-TV said. The mother asked for a ride, and the man reportedly agreed.
Oh, man. No good deed goes unpunished.
No, yeah, this is why you don't pick people up. But the mom snagged the keys from the ignition as the kid pulled out a handgun and whacked the driver in the face, according to the station. The mother then dragged the victim out of the car, and the two sped off, KSDK stated. Oh, man.
Yeah. Did they find the car?
Let's find out. So, not surprised. I mean, it's a 2017. I feel like it's pretty hard not to find anything that's made after, like, 2012.
Yeah, it's probably chipped and...
It's got a nav system.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know how they'd get away with trying to get rid of that.
Yeah,
or selling it off.
I don't know, but apparently maybe their 13-year-old's a tech whiz. Who knows?
True sauce.
So not surprisingly, participating in the crime at a young age worried Webster University instructor Dr. Muthoni Musangali, who was interviewed by the station. I just think this puts him on the wrong path, Musangali said. I'm so glad he's a doctor in telling us this.
I'm gonna guess this kid's already been on a bad path.
Yeah.
It's not his first time pistol whipping someone.
No. You know what's funny? I think pistol whip, and you know how people do that thing with the pencil where it goes...
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you whip somebody? Oh. That's what I think.
That's how you think pistol whipping happens?
I used to. I know what it is now.
Oh, okay.
But when I was a kid, I was like, pistol whipping.
You thought it had like the lucidness of a whip?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah, well, you are sadly mistaken.
I'm not a doctor, so leave me alone. So desensitization to violence at such a young age, it means the young boy may be more likely to engage in violence, aggressive behavior, or even criminal activity in the future.
I would say so. He seems pretty desensitized to causing harm to others.
No offense to this doctor, but doy,
Yeah.
you can't say a kid who just committed a crime.
An aggressive crime.
An aggressive crime, assaulted somebody. He goes, I would say that the boy that just assaulted somebody and stole a vehicle is more likely to do it in the future.
Man. I want this doctor.
Yeah, he's a PhD. Thank you, Captain Obvious. All right, moving on.
Dr. Obvious.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't spend 4 years at Obvious School to be called Mr.
That is a crazy duo, though.
Yeah, so
I
they
wonder what kind of allowance he gets.
I would say probably 20%.
Yeah, right. I feel like he would get a good chunk.
You don't get half. You don't get half of that. But 20%, sure. Yeah. All right, moving on. Man charged with attempted rape to wash clothes for all women in village in bail deal.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't want the rapist to be touching my clothes, honestly.
Just your underwears.
Yeah, the undergarments.
Yeah.
Those are definitely out.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But, like, if he washes it and say it's, like, a recognizable garment and you're wearing it the next day, he's like, hey, I really liked feeling that cloth.
Yeah, or he goes, hey, you're a woman now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse,
yeah,
right?
I would, like, it is, like, a good punishment, but from the woman's standpoint, I wouldn't want him touching my stuff.
Yeah, this sounds like something a dude would come up with. It'd just be like, how about he washes your clothes? And they go, no, I don't want him touching me. He washes your clothes now. Don't worry about it.
Fair is fair.
Yeah. He tried to rape me. Yes, but he didn't.
Yeah, he's going to put his scent all over your things.
Yes, no worries. So an Indian man accused of attempted rape has been granted bail on the condition that he washes and irons. Oh, I didn't realize there was an ironing too. That's a lot.
That is.
And never mind. Fair is fair. And irons the clothes of all the women in the village to show his respect for them. Namaste.
Does he keep doing it for a span, or is it a one-time only deal?
I don't know.
Because if I was those women, I would just keep circulating my clothes back in.
Yeah, just a constant cycle.
If there's enough women in the village, yeah.
Yeah. So let's find out. So Lalan Kumar, 20, who washes clothes for a living. Okay, so it's his job anyways.
Oh, okay.
Was ordered by a judge Wednesday to provide free laundry services to all 2,000 women in the village of Major in Bihar state. The Agence France Presse reported.
I can't say he's going to be doing a good job on those clothes.
2,000 women?
No.
Maybe this is like what they're trying to do when like when you try to quit smoking, they make you keep smoking over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That maybe they're just trying to get this guy to be like, look how disgusting these women's underwear are. You want to put your penis there? Look how gross it is.
Something tells me that wouldn't steer this gentleman away. Gentleman's a nice word for him as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that would really make him be like, oh man, these women are disgusting. I think he's gonna cop a few garments.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna steal a couple.
Yeah.
So all the women in the village are happy with the court decision. Nasimi Khatun, the head of the village council, told the outlet.
Good for them. I guess they were just like, I don't have to deal with my clothes.
Probably takes a while.
Yeah.
So it is historic. It will boost respect for women and help to protect dignity, Khatun added.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you were going for. The defendant's lawyer had requested in his bail petition that he be given community service relating to his profession to show his respect for women, local media reported. Okay, so that's what it is. I would still feel uncomfortable going there and dropping off my stuff, being like, "Hey, are my clothes washed?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Not yet. It's in the back room."
And maybe they have a different front desk person and they just do numbers. That way he doesn't know whose garments he's touching. That would be the best way to do it.
Yeah, even then, though, there's still something kind of creepy about it.
Yeah.
Like, if, for example, let's say some guy comes up, tries to rape you.
Okay.
He stops. He gets stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he stops himself, right? And he goes, "I'm really sorry. I don't know what came over me. Let me wash your clothes."
I would think something's up.
Yeah, but you would go, "No, get away from me, you sicko."
That too.
Like, this sounds like what he wanted to do the entire time.
Well, did he stop himself?
They didn't say.
Okay, yeah. I'm assuming someone else stopped him. So it's even different, more savage feeling towards that regard. If he had stopped himself, I wouldn't feel any better about it. But at the same time, if he was stopped by other people, I think that's more severe.
Yeah, agreed. So the defendant's lawyer... wait, we already read that. So this is a remarkable step in a different kind of punishment that sends a message to society. Resident Anjum Purween told the AFP. Kumar had been in custody since he was arrested in April on charges that included attempted rape, the outlets reported. No date has yet been set for his trial. Yeah, they're just going to milk this for as long as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if a few of the men are getting in there and they're like, "Hey, have them watch this too."
Maybe.
"No, I gave it to you, but let me wear it." All right. Moving on to the next story.
Sounds good.
Since we had attempted violence against a woman, let's get to some actual violence against a woman for all you weirdos out there.
Please do.
Okay, cool.
Were you expecting me to be like, I'm a weirdo?
Yeah, I'm on board. So, man allegedly punched nurse for vaccinating wife without his consent.
What about the wife? Did she give her consent?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. So a Canadian man allegedly punched a nurse in the face after the medical professional gave his wife a COVID-19 vaccine without his consent, according to local officials.
It seems weird that you need his consent.
Yes, it does. It also, well, maybe she's like not in her right mind.
Oh, okay. All right. Could be that kind of scenario.
Or he's just hyper controlling and he likes to punch people and he seems like a controlling gentleman.
It does seem like he handles things with aggression. So.
With violence.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so the man allegedly confronted the nurse in a pharmacy in the city of Sherbrooke, which is about 100 miles southeast of Montreal in Quebec, where she had been sent to administer vaccines. Our suspect went directly into the office and began to yell at the nurse. Police spokesman Martin Carrier told Reuters in a phone interview. The man became outraged upon learning that his wife was vaccinated at the office without his authorization and hit her in the face, Carrier said.
Yeah, I want to say it's this gentleman that has a weird sense of controlling. Because I want to say in Canada, it would be a personal consent.
Yeah, it is. That being said, if they just gave her a shot of the vaccine without her consent,
that's another story.
You deserve to get punched in the face for that.
Yeah, I guess punched in the face isn't what I would say. I would say sued up the ass, but yeah.
Okay, guy roofies your drink. Does he deserve to get punched in the face?
Yeah, I'm on board for that one.
Yeah, there's just a double standard when it comes. I understand that, it's a
vaccine.
It's a
medical profession. That's why.
Yeah, but doing it without somebody's consent is... they're making it so... They're not saying whether or not she gave consent. They're saying he didn't authorize.
Right, and I'm wondering if they're just putting a weird twist on this.
Yeah.
But since he handled it with violence, I could see that it was just him being very aggressive and being controlling.
Yes, but also I'd like to see the shape of his wife is in, because if he didn't, he would be mad at her, not the. I feel like he would be mad at his wife, and not the nurse, because he goes, "Why did you let him do that? I didn't give you. I didn't say you could." And then he goes there. I don't know.
It would just depend on their specific scenario.
Yeah. So it is unclear whether the suspect opposed vaccinations or whether his wife had been vaccinated at that pharmacy, Carrier told Reuters. Canadian President Justin Trudeau has criticized anti-vaccine protests occurring throughout the country while campaigning for re-election. Protests have increased last week ahead of the federal election. Yeah.
Yeah, it just bothers me that they're not letting us know whether the wife gave consent or not.
Yeah.
And it feels like they're putting a spin on it.
Yeah, if they would just say that the wife gave consent.
Or if she, yeah, exactly. And then I'd be like, oh, this man's horrible.
Yeah, but if they're going in there and he was outraged because he was just a controlling guy.
And he's like, I didn't give my consent. She didn't give her consent. What if he said it like that and they just removed her part?
Yeah, you can't trust this kind of stuff anymore.
Nope.
But we'll take their word for it. If they needed his authority to do it, if he believes that they need his authority, authorization to do anything to his wife, screw this guy.
Yeah.
So Quebec Premier François Legault said Wednesday he hoped to pass a law this week to stop anti-vaxxers from protesting near schools and hospitals or face a fine. There we go, another freedom of speech taken away. I'll try to be Quebec as possible for this one.
All right.
My patience has reached its limits, he told reporters in Quebec City. I think it's important to leave our children and patients in peace. That's all he said.
Okay.
I agree with him. I think you should leave kids kids out of it.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the hospitals too much.
Well, if that's like the concern, I could see the worry of potential harm happening to people in a hospital whose immune systems could be compromised.
Yeah, but to protest is a...
It is a right.
I don't know if it's a right in Canada, though.
That's right? It's...
Yes, right.
It is a right.
Right? Right?
Yeah, because we're allowed to protest wherever we want in public spaces, right?
Yep, correct.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, moving on. Okie dokie, artichoke. So, a Chipotle customer pulls gun after being told location was closing early.
Oh, really wanted to finish that meal, which probably could have been taken to go.
No, I don't. I think maybe. We'll see.
All right.
So a customer became angry at a Philadelphia Chipotle, was closing early, pulled a gun, and demanded that somebody better give me my food, police said on Wednesday. So she hadn't ordered yet, or they hadn't, they decided not, they said, sorry, we're closing early today. And she goes, give me my goddamn food.
Yeah, this isn't the Wild West. You can't do that.
So the terrifying confrontation unfolded just before 5 p.m. Saturday.
Oh, 5 p.m.?
I'd be kind of mad at that, too.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, 5 p.m. is a ridiculous time to be closing for.
I thought it was like 8.
Nope, 5 p.m. In Philadelphia, too. So it's like a city.
Yeah, what you gotta do is leave a bunch of bad reviews.
Well, maybe. Or just do this, because I think she ended up getting her food. So
and then jail time.
Well, you know.
Can't take it into jail. Doubt she ate it.
We'll see. So the terrifying confrontation unfolded just before 5 p.m. Saturday at the chain's location inside Roosevelt Mall at Cottman Avenue, according to a statement from Philadelphia Police Department.
Was it in a mall?
Yeah.
You can't pull a gun in a mall.
No, but you can't close at 5 p.m. either. I don't know which one's worse.
Depends on what time the mall was closing.
The store was closing its in-person service early because of staffing issues, but told customers it would still take online orders, police said. I would be pretty irritated at that.
Yeah, because there's somebody there at the counter that could fix you up.
Yeah. I would just have gone, sorry, we're, just to let you guys know, we are closing this. We'll make this last one.
Yeah, because what's she going to do? Just stand there and do online order, and then you'll still give it to her?
Right. That's what it would have been super frustrating.
Unless there is the chance, I would assume there's a manager there, but there is a chance that there's someone that didn't have the authorization codes to work the register.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
So surveillance video showed the woman in a gray top and pink pants. Oh, that's the crazy combo.
Mm-hmm.
Reach into her purse, pull a gun, and gesture towards workers behind the counter. The woman demanded to speak to the store's manager as a button was pushed to bring mall security to the scene, according to the police statement. What is Paul Blart going to do?
Yeah, right. Come on a Segway.
Yeah. So,
yeah. I'm just wondering if she's like pointing to what she wants on her burrito.
Yeah, I want that and that. And some of that. Yeah,
yes, I want extra guacamole. Do not charge me for it.
They're probably like, where's this at? They're like, Chipotle. They're like, I love Chipotle. Let's get there as fast as possible. So an employee complied and made the woman's order in an effort to have her leave, police said. Great employee.
Yeah, give them what you want. It's not worth it to withhold her burrito.
You know it's not. You're not reaching across the counter. That counter is way too wide. So even after completing the order, the woman pulled her gun again, police said. That is when she made her demand, took the meal, and left, officials said.
That's when she made her demand? I thought she already made the demand.
I think she was just saying, she said something else.
Okay.
But she took the meal and left, and authorities are still looking for her. So she got away.
Wow. Yeah, that's a mall cop for you.
Yeah. They're like, it took you how long to get here? And they're like, I rolled that burrito. She wanted it toasted. You have any idea how long it takes to toast a burrito that size?
The Segways were charged.
Yeah, we had to stop at a charging station. I don't know what you want from us.
Especially with how sparse the malls are nowadays. I can't imagine there were many people they had to get around.
Yeah.
Bobbing and weaving.
There was a college student who just needed to find a safe space. I don't know what to tell you. We had to get her there. All right. Moving on.
Okie dokie.
All right. So a copulating couple's car rolls. You know what copulating is?
Is that fornicating?
It is.
Yay.
Way to use another difficult word to describe a difficult word. Flips over after handbrake released during romp.
Oh, man. I'm sure it was quite the experience, though.
I bet it was. He goes, you're shaking my whole world. So get a room. A UK couple were left red-faced when they had to be rescued from their vehicle after it flipped over as they had sex, Southwest News Service reported.
At least their clothes were in the car. They could get dressed.
Maybe, if they could find them.
Yeah.
So the fumbling fornicators had been... Plus, when are you ever completely naked when you're having car sex?
I wouldn't know.
Right, me neither. Usually it's just the bottoms.
Yeah.
It's just the bottom. Unless you have like
not according to TV.
No, if you have a station wagon, you can get away with it, or but the majority of times you're not getting.
That's true. Car, definitely most clothes on.
Yeah.
SUV, potential. Van.
Van, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Practically standing at that point.
Exactly. So the fumbling fornicators had been strengthening their relationship one evening last week after parking their Toyota Yaris. Yeah, that's a small car.
Yeah, he was teaching her how to shift.
Yeah, nice joke. Yeah, the Yaris. That was the remember Nick's car. No, I guess you didn't know me back when Nick had that car.
Yeah, that was a car he totaled, right?
It's basically like the size of a Prius, maybe a little bit smaller.
Oh, even worse than a Prius.
Yeah, you can barely get your pants down around your ankles.
How is it Fiat sized?
It's like a Fiat and a quarter.
Okay.
So the fumbling fornicators had been strengthening their relationship one evening last week after parking their Toyota Yaris on a secluded road in Derbyshire, police told the news outlet.
Derbyshire.
But during their throes of passion, one of them knocked the handbrake, sending the small car rolling down a hill and onto its side. So let me think. Handbrake, you go down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it was the lady's fault.
Oh.